Everybody, welcome back to the Kansas City Southern Union Pacific N-scale layout. This is going to be a 2 or 3-part series on the grain train. The power has been released from the shops and they're waiting for a clear signal, and they're going to head on over and cut off 3 of their rear dupes and then pull forward and back into the grain elevator to get some cars. So let's check that out. Got the local was working at the cement plant, and they had to clear up off the main to let these guys by to do their work. So they'll be hanging out here with us for a little bit. So we're going to go down a little ways past this signal, and we are going to cut off these dupes. So let's see, probably right in there somewhere. It's going to be good. So let's get the handy dandy conductor coupler and we'll get rid of that. Get rid of those dupes. Now, for those of you that know how to do dupes on your layout, you're going to have to un-MU those last 3. In order to do that, we have to do those one by one. So the first one is a 4034. And we have to disconnect that. And then the next one is the 4000. And we'll undisconnect them. And then the next one is the 10009. Oops. 1009. And we'll disconnect him. There we go. Now we'll be ready to move forward as soon as the switchman says let's go. We're going to be blasting off over to the grain spur. So here we go. See, and then these 3 don't move. So we did it successfully. And we're waiting for everybody to get into position. And then we can back in here and start getting some cars ready. They do have 10 that were no room for the elevator, but they're loaded, and they want us to grab those first. So let's go ahead and highball on over here and get those cars. So we're going to have to go past the crossovers because they have that on the rock track. So we'll have to throw the switches for that. Alright. Let's watch those switches. Dispatch is going to throw those switches for us. There we go. And we're ready. Let's make sure the hand switch is thrown properly. And it is, and we're going to back that deed right up. There we go. We're going to slowly, about 5 more cars. Slow down a little bit. Conductor said, hey, that's enough bell for now. Cut that dude off. Maybe. Anyways, here we are coming to a hook. Slow it down a little bit. Got to make sure everybody's out of the way. Do a little safety stop. Go to a little hook. Had a little problem. Nothing new. Nothing new when the camera's on, huh guys? Never fails. So, it says that we got a hook, and we are going to head out the other way. There we go. Yeah, bad hook. We got to get it on a straightaway. Okay. Gonna have to get that on a straightaway. And see if we can't get a better hook. Another conductor's lining up the other switches inside the plant. Alright, let's go. Let's back up and hook up to this bad boy. There we go. One more. Too many switches around here. Put all these switches in here. Where's those dupes at? Alright. Guess we're ready. Okay, let's pull it on out. Guess they're not ready yet. Alright, conductor says we're ready now. Let's pull that boy out. Here we go. Got about 11 cars that are being pulled right now. These ones that are in the front are very heavy, so they want those on the point. So we just need to get over that switch right there, and then we'll back her up into the plant. That looks good. Let's throw that bad boy. Let's back her on up. Looks like everything's almost lined up. We need to throw that guy, and we're going to hook right into that KCS. Alright. Let's back her on up slowly. All these cars all have to come out, but we have to position our dupes just right. So it's going to be one in the middle and 2 on the rear, so we'll have fun with that in part 2. So we're going to come to a hook right now. About 3 more, 2 more, maybe 1 more, and that looks good. So that's part 1, you guys. Part 2, we'll pull that out, bring it out to the main, and hook up this dupe right here, and then pull back out and pull the rest, and then back in for those 2. All right, I didn't want to make a super long one because I know how that goes. We'll do that in 2 weeks. I'm going to be gone next weekend. I'm out.